Hello grade 4, welcome back again. Are you ready to start a new math session? Let's start. Our lesson today is about perimeter and area. How can you find the perimeter and area? We will see now. First, who can tell me what is the perimeter here? To find the perimeter, you have to walk around the shape. So let's count here. So the perimeter of this shape is 21 length unit. But here we are going to know formula or a rule. Now first, how can you solve this problem? To solve any story problem, we said before, the steps here, you have to read till you understand. After that, find the most important numbers and words. So let's read together. Omar, the farmer, his rectangular farm is 60 meters long and 40 meters wide. He wants to build a fence around his farm. First of all, I'm gonna draw the rectangle because we have 60 meters and 40 meters. Of course, here 60 meters to the length and 40 meters to the width. And we know before that one of the properties here of the rectangle that each two opposite sides equals in length. So now we have 60 plus 60 plus 40 plus 40. So the final result here equals 200 meters. Again, to find the perimeter, you have to find the sum. So find the sum of the all sides. For the rectangle, we have each two opposite sides equals in length. Now, I need to use the perimeter here or the rule to find the perimeter. We can skip. Instead of writing perimeter, we can write down P. So P here denoted for perimeter. And now, what do you notice here? We have two lengths and two widths. So we can say here 2 times the sum first of length plus width, or 2 times length plus 2 times width, or add all the sides together. The same here for the square. But we know that all the 4 sides of the square equals in length. So who can tell me how can we find the perimeter here? Again, you can find the sum of the all 4 sides or 4 times s. Now let's apply. Find the perimeter of these shapes. First we have rectangle, 3 and 5. You have many ways to solve. We have many formula here. First of all, we can find the sum. 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5. And now I want you to use the formula. So 2 times the sum of 5 plus 3. So 2 times 8 equals 16. Now let's move to the second shape here. We have square. And we know that all the 4 sides equals in length. So 25 plus 25 again, plus 25 plus 25, or you can skip it to say 4 times 25 equals 100. Finally here, 1 minute to think, find your answer and check here. Now we have rectangle, 10 and 5, so 2 times the sum of them, 10 plus 5, so 2 times 15 equals 30. What if you need to find the perimeter of the farm here? We have 20 meters and 10 meters and 20 here to the length and 10 to the width. How can you find the perimeter? Find the sum of the all 4 sides or 2 times the sum of length plus width. So the answer here 60 meters. So now let's talk about the area of the shape. But first, the area of the shape is the amount of space inside it. For this shape, how can you find the area? You have to go inside and count each square. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So now the area of this shape is 18 centimeters squared. Now, let's move to this shape. Here, counting each square can take longer time. Instead, let's count number of rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here, please, how many squares in each row? We have 8 squares in each row. So you can replace here. Instead of counting each square, you can just multiply them by each other. So 6 times 8 equals 48 centimeter squared. And you can check your answer here by counting each square. Now, the area of this rectangle, how can you find? We have two ways now. You can count inside each square here. 1, 2, 3, till you find the sum, and it's equal 15 centimeter squared. Or instead of counting here, look at the rows. How many rows here do we have? We have 3. And how many squares in each row? We have 5 squares. So you can find by multiplying. 3 times 5 equals 15. Another question here, area of this rectangle. Think like mathematician here. You have many ways. Choose the best for you. You can go inside or replace here. How many rows? 3. How many columns here? Or how many squares in each row? We have 3 rows and how many squares? So we have 3 rows and 5 squares in each row. So the answer 15 centimeter squared. Now, using the formula to find area for the rectangle, it will be length times width. What about the square? We said before that all the sides equals in length, so you can say side times itself or side times side. Now, let's apply here. Circle the shape that has greater area. Of course, to know or to circle, you have to find the area of each one of them. First, for this rectangle, we have 3 centimeter and 5 centimeter to find the area. Who can tell me? 3 times 5 equals 15 centimeter squared. And for the square here, we have 4 and all the sides equals. So 4 times 4 equals 16. Now, what do you think? Of course, 16 centimeter squared. Now, find the area of these shapes. Please bring your notebook and your pencil and start to solve. The first shape here, 3 and 1, rectangle. So the area, 3 times 1 equals 3 centimeters squared. The next, it's a square. So we have to know only one side to get the area. So 2 times 2 equals 4 centimeters squared. And finally here, rectangle with 2 here in the width and 6 in the length. So 2 times 6 equals 12 centimeters squared. Now, for this story problem, how can you solve again any story problem? You have to read till you understand. After that, mark the most important numbers and words. Start to solve and finally, please check your answer. Let's read together. Andy is putting carpet in a room that measures 4 meters by 5 meters. How many square meters of carpet does he need? Who can tell me? The question here, how many square meters of carpet does he need? So the question here is about area, asking about area. So again, to find the area, we said for the rectangle, length times width. So 4 times 5 equals 20 meters squared. Now the learning moment. I have learned today what? Who can tell me? We know about area and perimeter, and we said to find the perimeter, you have to go around the shape outside and find the sum of the all sides, or you can replace it here. For the rectangle, 2 times the sum of length plus width. What about the square? Find the sum of the 4 sides because they are equals in length, or 4 times side. What about the area? You have to go inside the shape. So for the area, you have to count inside the shape if you have the grid. What if you don't have? You can multiply. For the area of the rectangle, it will be length times width. What about the square? It will be side times itself. That's all we have for today. Thanks a lot.